In tomorrow's leaders, on the field and in the classroom. At Sumner Cali Electric, we believe in giving back. That's why we provide scholarships, sponsor youth programs, and stand behind the future champions of our communities. As a locally owned and operated cooperative, we're more than just your power company. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your biggest fans in the stands. Sumner Cali Electric, building on our past, lighting the way to the future.
Since 1933, Wren & Company Incorporated has been the trusted name for insurance in Wellington and the surrounding area. From auto, home, farm, and crop insurance to commercial, life, and bonds, we've got you covered. As an independent agency, we shop multiple companies to find the coverage you need at a price you can afford, all with honest small-town service. And yes, we also offer full-service real estate when you need it. Wren & Company, protecting what matters for over 90 years. Call us today at 620-326-2271 or stop by 209 South Washington Avenue in Wellington.
Since 1957, Panhandle Federal Credit Union has been part of your hometown story. From our start with just 131 members to now serving thousands, one thing hasn't changed: our commitment to taking care of you. With full-service branches in Wellington and Winfield, we make banking simple and personal. Whether it's the drive-thru, our lobby, or a friendly voice on the phone, you'll always be treated like family. Stop by today at 403 North Washington in Wellington or 1515 East 9th in Winfield. Panhandle Federal Credit Union. Strong roots, stronger community.
Member NCUA.
For years, folks around Wellington have trusted Doc, Dr. Richard Hershey at Wellington Animal Clinic to take care of their animals. From pets to livestock, Doc's experience and dedication make all the difference. He's also a proud supporter of Crusader Sports. Visit Wellington Animal Clinic at 318 North Highway 81 in Wellington or call 620-326-3021. That's Wellington Animal Clinic. Caring for animals, supporting Crusaders, and serving Wellington with pride.
Well, welcome back here to KLEY and Radio353.com as we're in between the boys and the girls game. Girls win 48-33 and move to 1-0 on the season. The boys are set to tip here in a minute. Before we do, let's look at the girls real fast. And it was not a super exciting game in the second half. However, I think Wellington learned a lot about themselves over the course of the four quarters. Scoring-wise, 19 from Drew Zika. She was the leading scorer. 12 from Lindy Barton and Cruz Cornejo. 2 from Vivian Wright and 3 from Kirsten Gregory. For Garden Plain, it was really only a couple girls that had really carried the bulk of the scoring. But it was definitely a difference maker in the fact that Drew Zika really stepped up in the fourth quarter, late in the third quarter, into the fourth quarter. So I think it's pretty easy, Shane, to say tonight's player of the game is definitely Drew Zika.
Yeah, easily so.
Right?
You're right. I mean, well, one, she's a returning starter. And, well, she's going to handle the ball a lot for this team because she has to. And she did what she needed to do, and they needed every point she got. I mean, this game was pretty close in the fourth quarter.
It really was, and she was the kind of the difference maker down the stretch.
Yep.
So
she scored all the big points.
She's player of the game in game number 1. Here in game number 2, there is a lot of question marks. We kind of mentioned it, but a lot of question marks of who are
whole new team.
The guys for Wellington that we're going to look at. Cooper Hatfield, he's a senior. He's the only one that really got somewhat valuable minutes, and that was still kind of a little bit of an overstatement probably. You saw Jackson Newman a couple times. You saw Milo Elder a few times. You saw Jason Golden a few times here and there, but none of them were in big roles.
Well, first and foremost, you're replacing your point guard, Dusty Bannister. Anytime you're doing that, that's a major adjustment because they have the ball in their hands so much that you have to solidify that spot. You have to have a good point guard, otherwise things are going to go in the wrong direction.
Correct.
And then you're replacing pretty much all your scoring. So, yeah, there are hills to climb for this team for sure. They have a lot to take care of and a lot to figure out early on in this season. Oh, by the way, if you notice, I stood you up a little bit.
That's okay.
I got a walking taco.
Oh, how was that?
I walked by the line and I was like, I probably am not going to do this. And I thought, you know, do you really need a walking taco? And then I realized, you know, it's basically a donation. And then, you know, there we go. So I did that, and then I had to kill the whole thing, and then I had to throw it away, and, you know, yada, yada, yada. Here I am back here having killed a walking taco, but it is for charity, so that's a good thing. And we're a couple of minutes away from getting started tonight. The whole new, like I said, the girls team we talked about, they were definitely a different look. This is a boys team that's an entirely new look. Hank Shinliver with the headband. I mean, they're all getting fashionable out there. We'll see how they do. Definitely going to be some growing pains, I would assume, for this team as they figure out offense, defense, all of it. They have a lot to figure out this season and see what they need to do to get it done. So here we are in Wellington on opening night. Garden Plain out there doing their thing, getting warmed up, in Wellington too. So we're about a minute away. We will take a break. Thanks to our sponsors, by the way, Impact Bank being our title sponsor for this season, and they make all these seasons and all these broadcasts possible for you. You keep it right here, and we'll be back. KLEY, radio353.com, Crusader Radio.
At Impact Bank, we're all about helping local businesses and families right here at home. As Sumner County's largest locally owned bank, we're here to back local businesses, create jobs, and keep our towns moving forward. When you bank with us, your money helps your neighbors and your community grow. Stop by and see us in Wellington at 206 East Harvey or in Coldwell at 24 North Main, or give us a call at 620-326-3361. Impact Bank. Let's make progress together.
Investing in tomorrow's leaders on the field and in the classroom. At Sumner Cali Electric, we believe in giving back. That's why we provide scholarships, sponsor youth programs, and stand behind the future champions of our communities. As a locally owned and operated cooperative, we're more than just your power company. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your biggest fans in the stands. Sumner Cali Electric, building on our past, lighting the way to the future.
Since 1933, Wren & Company Incorporated has been the trusted name for insurance in Wellington and the surrounding area. From auto, home, farm, and crop insurance to commercial life and bonds, we've got you covered. As an independent agency, we shop multiple companies to find the coverage you need at a price you can afford, all with honest small-town service. And yes, we also offer full-service real estate when you need it. Wren & Company, protecting what matters for over 90 years. Call us today at 620-326-2271 or stop by 209 South Washington Avenue in Wellington.
Since 1957, Panhandle Federal Credit Union has been part of your hometown story. From our start with just 131 members to now serving thousands, one thing hasn't changed: our commitment to taking care of you. With full-service branches in Wellington and Winfield, we make banking simple and personal. Whether it's the drive-thru, our lobby, or a friendly voice on the phone, you'll always be treated like family. Stop by today at 403 North Washington in Wellington or 1515 East 9th in Winfield. Panhandle Federal Credit Union. Strong roots, stronger community.
Member NCUA.
Great job by the pep band there, playing the national anthem. So we get set for game number 2. We're hoping the live stream, we didn't have audio, like it was in and out. As we're trying this whole new system. We're streaming in multiple places. We're hoping that it works here in game number 2.
Different system. Different stuff.
So last year, we never could, when we switched to Huddle, we never could get the audio to go through. It never would work.
Oh, never did work.
So now we're running everything through OBS off this laptop.
I got you.
Which seems cool until you're the one have to mess with it.
Right.
Not great. But the video's quality, it's pushing out to YouTube and to Facebook and to Huddle, but the audio is back and forth. So
a little sketch.
And they want to hear you, Shane. That's what they're here for.
Right, exactly. People go home at night and they're like, you know, it would have been a better night if Farley's voice had been coming through my computer or whatever.
Maybe. No,
I doubt they ever say that.
The starting lineups.
Oh, another hype video.
Here's the hype video on this one.
Oh, and they got the water tower in there. The kids aren't on top of the water tower, are they?
They are. They are. All of them. No, just kidding.
That
Good
would be
drone
something.
work, though, there. Look at that. You can't. I don't know if you can see it on the live stream. Another good work here by Maya.
As someone who's edited a lot of this stuff, you realize what kind of work goes into it.
Oh, my gosh, it's crazy. It is. A lot of time, a lot of effort for those
30, 45 seconds worth of video.
It takes hours. Yeah. So let's look at the starters for Wellington. Some new faces here. The 5'11 sophomore Kingston Scott. Zero varsity experience, but it is Val Norwood's little brother, so we got some things to look forward to there. 6'3 junior Cole Zika. He'll wear number 2. He was a leader in the fall on the football field. We expect him to do the same sort of thing here in the basketball court, directing traffic, moving people around. The 5'11 junior, the one we've come to maybe know the most about, and that's number 13, Cooper Hatfield. 4.5 points and a couple rebounds last year in his time coming off the bench. 6' senior Jackson Newman. He'll wear number 15. And then 6'1 senior, number 32, Milo Elder. Milo was a pretty good force inside in the minutes that he got a year ago. They're going to need his body and presence in the paint.
Did I see Hank Schindliver out there in a headband?
Hank rocking the headband. That was
like 70s era stuff right there.
I love it.
Now, he didn't play last year, right?
He did not. I don't think he's played since middle school.
Okay. All right,
they talked him into coming out, which I think is cool. They talked him into it. When him and I talked before,
right?
When he played basketball in middle school, he always rocked the headband like that.
Oh, did he?
So I said, if you're playing, you have to wear it. Like, it's a staple. You can't headband Hank. You can't go without it.
He kind of looks like Kurt Rambis, an old Lakers player that I used to like. Had that old band on there like that.
I could see it.
Had the socks pulled up to the knees, all that good stuff.
For Garden playing in their black uniforms, white trim, gold lettering, and white numerals, they'll run out. Three sophomores, a junior and a senior. Flax and Newman set to tip in the middle. Wellington gets it.
Which is impressive because Flax is 6'6". I mean,
he's a big kid.
Very tall dude.
Sophomore. Scott has it on the left, now to Hatfield. Hatfield looking inside at Elder. Elder kind of moving Flax around at will inside. He's tall, but not as big as Elder. Scott to the rim. No good. Rebound. Milo back up, and he's fouled. Good attack there by Scott, but he can't finish.
Elder is definitely going to give you a presence down low. Very similar to Brody Weir as far as like bulk and broadness of their shoulders. I mean, they have that. They're substantial. They're going to cause you problems down low. You would have liked to get that put back, but
yes, 100%. That was one thing that Brody got better at as he went along, was finishing through those
by
fouls.
Senior year, he was very serviceable at it and could actually, I mean, he was a presence there and he could make you pay on offense.
Second free throw's good. So the first point for this season comes off the fingertips of Milo Elder. Wellington on the board first.
Honestly, one of my favorite players out there right now, number 2, Cole Zika, who has never met a shot he did not want to take.
No, he's ready to let it fly. No doubt about that. Wellington full court press, but Garden Plain beats it. Skip into the far corner. They move it around up top. Eck going to let it go, and he buries it. He's the one who hit the game winner on Wellington a year ago.
Oh,
and
he's had
got the
some
first
cheeseburgers
bucket.
since last we saw him.
He's getting a little bigger.
Yeah.
His jersey's still kind of falling off his shoulder, but he's getting bigger.
But, I mean, last year he was really slight. He wasn't much at all.
Scott going to drive, and they're going to call a foul, and he'll go to the line.
He was already looking for the foul as they called the foul. He was like, come on, seriously.
Yep. I need it. So
is that Trevin over there?
That is.
I just now noticed.
The Trevin Hernandez running the video boards. He does a good job. We need to get him a headset just so he can at least, listen.
True. And then we
about
can also talk to him a little bit about that speech he gave last year.
That's
at
true.
Senior night.
That's true.
He made the event run a little long.
It was a little windy.
There were I saw a few old cusses checking their watch, like, okay.
That's was my favorite part about going first in that event was that I was done and out.
Yes. Yeah, I noticed you did that. That was a great move.
Back into the 2 free throws were good there. So it's 3-2. Garden Plain leads Wellington. Both of Wellington's buckets coming from the free throw line. Here they have it. Flax on the left. Now skips it near side to Dold. He's moving it around. Long. Back over here. 1-3-1. Wellington's kind of staple that they're known for. I know Coach Carey's listening. He'll probably take credit for that. 3, no good. Offensive board, though. Back up. That one not good from Flax.
Yeah, Flax, the air ball from short range.
Jackson Newman has it on the right, now to Hatfield. Hatfield going to use the pick and roll with Newman. Now with Elder, using both of them. Pulls up, long 2, it's good.
Nice looking jumper for him. You would like to see him back up maybe like 6 inches and make that a 3-pointer at that point if you're taking that long a shot, but
Coop puts him back
nice form.
Up on top. Left side. Duel in trouble. Looking inside. Now kicks it. Up top. Here to Eck. Eck near side to Long. Good defense here for Wellington. Forcing the trap in the corner. And it goes out of bounds off of Coop, so they will keep it.
Defensively, they look good. I mean, it seems like they've got some foot speed. They're closing the guys out.
They're moving it around. Garden Plain is. Cole Zika guarding on the outside. Jackson Newman's going to run that chaser roll, top of the 1-3-1. We saw Carter Burnett have success with it. There we go. You heard the buzzer from the shot clock as Eck beats it, but the shot won't go. Scott now crossing over. He's going to pull up for 3. Buries it.
Good looking shot too. Wow. Okay. All right.
And he's kind of feeling it a little bit.
And the last year's team was not a great 3-point shooting team. So if you can improve there a little bit.
They definitely were not. 26% on the season. Eck from the right side. Long won't go, but his little brother gets the rebound. Now he rips through, drives, kicks near side. Brent Long going to take this one, and he buries it. So we're going to have some back and forth from beyond the arc, maybe. 7-6, Wellington.
I like the looks of Scott so far here for Wellington. Had that good-looking shot. He's been aggressive on defense.
They move it around. We'll see if he continues. He's got it up top now.
Fire
Hesitation.
It up.
Cole Zika, left wing. He spins. In trouble. Now gets it to Coop. Hatfield going to rip through. A lot of good defense there. Hatfield pulls up and gets it to go. Cooper Hatfield ripped through and somehow got that one to go.
If you asked me to bet whether that was going in, I would have bet a lot that it was not. He just stepped through and put up a shot. It was kind of a line drive, but it went in.
It went in. 9-6 Wellington. 4-11 to play in the first.
The bottom of the bucket.
Right side. Eck with it. Now into Flax. And Flax is going to be fouled, I think, on Elder. Or by Elder. So Milo's first. Now Fisher checks into the game for his brother.
Flax has a lot of contraptions going on there. What exactly are all of those?
Yeah, maybe some.
I mean, there's some sock action. There's some like calf sleeves.
Is
that what those
like
are?
A shin guard on the right side. I'm
not
sure.
Then there's a band under the knee. So I don't know if he has a shin splint issue, but
Long is long on the 3-point attempt. Jackson Newman with the rebound. Cooper now across the timeline. Hatfield going to hesitate, drive with his right hand, go to the rim, and
probably
Eck has a block. There was a lot of contact. In transition, right hand finish is good from Dold, and he cuts it to 1.
They got end-to-end quick right there, too.
They want to run. They're pretty lengthy, too. Like, they're long, and they want to go. They're quick. They're not real big and physical, but they want to push it, and they want to shoot the 3-ball. There's no doubt about that.
Sure. I think what you're going to get on Wellington's side, I think so far defensively, they've seemed pretty good.
Yeah.
I think what really it is, where is the scoring going to come from? Where are you going to get your points? And especially as it gets to be crunch time, who's going to be bringing the ball up? Who's going to initiate the offense? Those are questions that are going to be out there and probably won't be answered for a few games, at least.
Yes. 9-8, Wellington on top. We're halfway through the first quarter here in game number 1. Live from Wellington High School.
Not a lot of height on this team either.
No, even with the size that we do have, they're strong, some strong kids, but not a lot of height.
There's nobody really there with substantial height that is like a basketball player. They're mostly, football guys turn basketball, that kind of stuff. So.
Scott tried to go inside, had it taken away. Oh, and Flax
got a shot up too.
They're going to say it's on the. No, they're going to say a shot. I thought maybe when he pointed that he was going to.
That's the thing about Flax too. If you're wearing all that leg wear, you've got to spend a lot of time adjusting it. He reaches down for that band every time. He's got. I mean, there's a lot to do.
There is. Free throw good there from Flax. His first points.
Got to adjust it every time.
That foul was on senior Jason Golden, who's into the game for the first time tonight. That free throw in and out, no good.
Got to get that rebound.
Offensive
if you're Wellington.
board. Scott deflects it out of bounds, but an offensive board there, and you're right. That was the Garden Plain girls team did that really well. The boys seem to be doing the same thing here early.
Scott short, just 5'11", but fast.
Yeah, he moves well. He's going to steal the inbounds pass. Here they go in transition. He hesitates. Right hand at the rim, no good. Can't get the layup to go in transition. Rebound Garden Plain, go in the opposite direction. Long out on the wing. He might have been fouled, didn't get it. Now Eck, 3 near side's good. They can both shoot.
Can't leave them open like that. If they can set and shoot, then it could be a long night for Wellington. They start making those.
Scott now going to drive using the pick and roll from Fisher Elder. Now Hatfield goes over to Golden. Back to him. 3 from Cooper Hatfield. Got it! He answers on this end.
Well, he can shoot.
He's got 7 of the 12 for Wellington, and they knot it back at 12.
And maybe that's what you do, is just spend all night getting him as many clean looks as you can. He's pretty much sunk everything he's had so far.
This time it's Cooperek on this end. Coach Newman going to take a full timeout. He's not happy. That is 4 3-pointers. So 15 points for Garden Plain. 4 threes, a 2, and a free throw.
Good pace for this game so far, I felt like. A lot of back and forth. Yeah,
it's moving. I think you said it a little bit ago, but finding ways to get Cooper Hatfield opportunities to score is going to have to be high on the priority list for Coach Newman.
You got to let him shoot. He can shoot threes. He can get inside and kind of pop those little 10-footers. That's got to happen, and his shot looks good too.
Yeah,
you can tell he's one of those kids that year over year he's working on it more. He's shooting more. He's got some skills. You know that from seeing him on the football field.
He's all over the place on the defensive side of the ball. That's for sure. Jackson Curry going to check in now for Wellington following this timeout. So it looks like it'll be Curry, Golden, Zika, Scott, and Fisher Elder, the 5. So 3 sophomores.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that this is a starting lineup that is set in stone. I mean, I think you're going to be working on that for a while and trying to figure out who works well together and all of that.
I would say that you're going to see some, I don't know, but I think you would see some variations with Curry, Elder, Scott, Zika, and then Hatfield as well at times. I think that 5 you'll see as the season progresses really gets quite a few minutes. Kingston with it. He's going to hesitate, now drives the rim, and he's blocked.
He's got to finish those. If you're going to take that drive and you're going to make it that close to the basket, you got to find a way to finish it.
3 by McFadden in transition. He comes off the bench, wastes no time. Says, I want to join this 3-point party.
There are a lot of very good, fundamentally sound 3-point shooters on that other side. They've all looked good.
I'm not sure what they do at practice, but I'm guessing they shoot a lot of threes. Because they are pretty good from downtown.
There's a rack of balls, and they just keep going.
Golden going to drive, right hand, no good. Out of bounds, off of Elder. So Garden Plain will get it back. They lead 18-12.
If you're Wellington, too, given that, offense is probably and scoring is going to be a bit of a struggle, I don't think you want to fall behind in a lot of these games because I don't know how much, come from behind action they have once you get maybe, double digits down.
Oh, Jackson Curry with a kick ball. He's going to be at the top of this 1-3-1. Now taking over that chaser role
there for a second. You know what? They have a curly-headed lineup potential that could be really good. You know what I'm saying? You got Hatfield, you got Curry, you got Shinliver over there.
Yeah. Along with it, goes to the right side here to Eck. Eck skip pass. Now into the middle, back out to Long. Now Eck on the left, lobs it into Flax. They're moving it well.
Garden Plain snaps that ball around.
No good. They do. They really move the ball well.
And inside of that, all that movement, they had at least a couple shots that were okay shots they could have taken, and they passed on them until they get the better stuff.
Cooper Hatfield using the pick and roll here with Zika. Now to Curry. Curry going to drive. Flips it into Elder. They just cannot quite connect.
And he did not know where he was going with that. He left the ground before he had decided, Curry, and not a recipe for success there.
Corner three from Eck is no good, but an offensive board here from McFadden. And Garden Plain keeps it. Now Long from the left side is no good. Fisher grabs the rebound. They're going to kind of slow it down a little bit.
They got open looks, Garden Plain, for sure.
See if they maybe play for one shot here. They skip it to the near side to Hatfield. Back up top. Nope, Cole lets it go. Won't go, and Garden Plain gets the rebound.
I think you're right, though. Probably should have played that all the way down.
I mean,
then take a shot.
6.
Yeah.
With these guys, the way they shoot, 8 seconds now on the clock. McFadden goes inside, kicks it back out. Eck, 3. No good. Oh, but a rebound, put back, also no good. Hatfield will heave it, but it won't go. They got pretty lucky right there that 3 didn't.
He hit the volleyball net, Hatfield. See it? Still wiggling.
It's shaking.
Yeah.
Shaking. It's all going to come down on us.
Nailed that bad boy.
So at the end of 12-18, Wellington trails. We'll see if they can kind of find a way to stop the three-point attack from Garden Plain here in the second quarter. We'll take a quick break. Listen to Crusader Basketball here on KLEY and Radio353.com.
At Impact Bank, we're all about helping local businesses and families right here at home. As Sumner County's largest locally owned bank, we're here to back local businesses, create jobs, and keep our towns moving forward. When you bank with us, your money helps your neighbors and your community grow. Stop by and see us in Wellington at 206 East Harvey or in Coldwell at 24 North Main, or give us a call at 620-326-3361. Impact Bank. Let's make progress together.
Investing in tomorrow's leaders on the field and in the classroom. At Sumner Cali Electric, we believe in giving back. That's why we provide scholarships, sponsor youth programs, and stand behind the future champions of our communities. As a locally owned and operated cooperative, we're more than just your power company. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your biggest fans in the stands. Sumner Cali Electric, building on our past, lighting the way to the future.
18-12. Wellington trails. Garden Plain starts with the basketball here to start the second quarter. Back and forth, now into the corner. Continuing to move it well. Good defense there. Jackson Curry getting on the floor, and they tie it up. Great job there. Scott and Hatfield trapped in the corner, and then Jackson Curry dives on the floor to tie it up.
Very feisty defense so far from the Crusaders. They seem a little, defensively a little quicker. Than maybe last year's team.
Into Elder. He's at the free throw line. Kind of going to work through him on this offensive set. Curry definitely traveled.
I think last year's team,
they called a legal screen.
Some of those fellas could certainly, from time to time, kind of rely on their athleticism and their length and their, just God-given, skills. And this team a little bit, they're going to have to work for it. They're going to have to scrap for it. They're going to have to get, earn everything they get.
Long inside, and he's fouled. Kind of a ticky-tack foul there on Jackson Curry. I will tell you, you lose a kid like Carter Burnett, who was so good for them last year in so many
ways. And like a pogo stick. Just right back up all the time.
We're not seeing any dunks this year, I don't think, for Wellington.
I don't know who would be dunking out there, probably.
But when he didn't play against Collegiate last year here at home, They moved the ball so well because they didn't rely on him. There's another three by Eck. He's got 9. And you kind of see that here tonight. They're moving the ball really well, not relying just on one guy.
No, they're snapping it around fine. It's really just finishing the shots. I mean, we've seen some missed layups. We've seen just some issues scoring the ball.
Oh, Hatfield tried to go inside, threw it off the face.
Every once in a while, Cooper will just try to fire one off there. Just whip it.
He whipped it.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That time it didn't.
It found a face on the way across. So,
yeah, I mean, you don't want to be in the way of that pass when it's coming from him. He'll take the taste right out of your mouth.
Scott has it out by the caller here on the Crusader head. He's going to dribble now, kick it over to Hatfield on the right. Hesitation.
It is pajama day here, by the way.
There's pajamas everywhere.
Yeah. It keeps confusing me because I'm like, oh, man.
Curry going to drive to the lane. He's fouled.
I feel like a really old dude because why are all these kids wearing pajamas?
I think they called a shot clock violation before the foul.
That's no good.
Have we? That I think it's the first one we've had.
Yeah. What do you think about head coach Mark Powell here for Garden Plain? In the suit.
It's so funny because I was watching
the tie.
TikTok today, and I think I can't remember who it was that was talking, but a college basketball coach. There's a 3 from Eck, and he nails that one too.
Yeah.
God,
starting to get away from Wellington a little bit.
Yeah, they're going to double up. But he said he spent so much money on his wardrobe, and he said we wear shorts and T-shirts every day, so might as well dress up one day on game day.
Well, that's true.
That's fair.
I'm telling you, though, if I'm Coach Joe Newman and I know I'm playing this guy, I would have just worn a tuxedo.
You should have. You got to one-up him, right?
Yeah.
Curry has the basketball on the right.
Top hat, monocle, all of it.
One-handed pass here, near side. Jackson Newman, no good. Elder fighting for it, but this time there was an inside position, and they get the rebound. Now here's Long for Garden Plain. Out to Eck. Eck, one-handed pass to his brother on this side. Now they continue to move it.
And this is how this team misses starters from last year, too, in that there were at least 2 or 3 guys that could go get a basket on their own.
Yes.
When they needed.
Yes.
And I don't know who that is on this team yet.
They call a foul there on Jackson Curry.
Cooper, Hatfield, probably the closest to that. But,
Kingston's got the ability dribbling the basketball that he could get there. He's not there yet.
Yeah, I mean, he's certainly gotten to the rack several times, but not always finished, and you got to make those happen.
No good on that free throw there.
It's 24-12, and you don't feel like, Garden Plain has played exceptionally well. It's just, they've scored on a lot more of their possessions, just, ball movement and good shots.
That free throw is good. Yeah, they just are capitalizing, and they shoot really well from outside. Scott with it.
That helps. Helps a lot.
Inside to Elder, now to Hatfield. Hatfield 3 from the right side, trying to answer, can't. Golzika fighting for it, but he gets beat out inside by Randolph. Now the other way. Oh, they turned it over, so Eck tried to find Eck, and he stepped out of bounds.
When it comes to Hatfield, if he can get a clean shot off, they're never off by much. He makes quite a few of them, and even the ones he doesn't, they're good shots and are close.
Here comes Scott, dribbling to the right side, pushing him through, trying to use Golzika inside, but good help from Flax doesn't allow him to do so. Cole's fighting. He said, I want the basketball. He has it now at the top of the key. He's going to drive.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's going to shoot.
Yeah, he is. That's what he's like. I'm going to try to put it. Oh, look at that. Milo Elder offensive board into Scott, and he's fouled on the way to the rim. Milo Elder getting it done on the boards for Wellington.
And that's the thing Scott's going to have to figure out, too, is a little bit of a ball fake, a little bit of a head fake, something to kind of, when you're out there with taller guys and you're 5'11", you've got to find a way to make some space and score the basket.
Scott lines up the free throw. Kind of a long free throw routine there.
He's thinking about it.
He's also rocking pink shoes.
That's very true.
A few years ago, like Montel Tate, Jack Wright, Cope Henry, that group.
Yeah.
They all had some crazy shoes, and that was usually a topic of conversation while we were broadcasting.
And they're that bubblegum color, too.
Yeah, they are kind of that.
Like pieces of chewing gum.
That's a great way to look at it. You know, Wrigley's listening at home. He'd be proud because we went to Casey's today, and that was his choice of candy. Was the old school pink, like disc-looking bubble gum.
Really? I love that stuff.
I said, that's what you're picking. And he said, yeah, so.
Loses flavor quick, though. That's the only problem.
Yeah, it definitely does. 25-13, Garden playing on top of Wellington halfway through the second quarter. And
what do you think so far?
Still looking for somebody to kind of step up that scoring role. Cooper's tried his best to do that, and I think he'll continue to be that guy. But who's next?
Yeah, who's next, and how are you getting that person open?
Yes.
That's a problem too. I mean, and honestly, let's just be honest about it. You've got to be really good with the ball and really careful with the shots you take when you're as short as this team is. They don't have a lot of height, so you're going to have to try to figure out, not too often are you going to have a mismatch against the defender.
Yes.
It's not going to happen all that often.
They're going to press here. 2-2-1 full court press for Wellington. Garden playing trying to break it. They get it in the middle of the long on the backside to Dole. He's going to kick it back up top. Good ball movement here. Eck to Long. Man-to-man this time for Wellington, so a different look coming out of the timeout. Good move by Coach Newman. They hand it off here. Kingston guarding.
He stays with this man, Kingston.
He does. He does. Eck going to cross over. Deflected by Hatfield. Stolen by Newman. Now Scott going to hesitate. Drive baseline. Floater with the right hand. Yes.
That looks a lot like the Val Norwood floater right there. Just kind of up and over the defender.
Easy press break here for Garden playing.
I like it.
A little confusion on who's guarding who. You can't do that when you got a good three-point shooting team. They get set quick. Moving it. Now to the left side here. Dole back here to the near side to Eck. Eck, free throw line extended. And then dribble between his legs, guarded by Jackson Newman. And a great pass straight to Luke Zeke on the bench.
And now the defensive tightness starting to come.
Here comes Headband Hank. That's what I'm talking about. The moment we've been waiting for.
He looks like an old 1970s gym rat.
And he's got the shoes with the strap across the top right there.
What he really needs is those knee-high white socks with like a colored band.
And some shorter shorts, maybe.
Yes.
He could pull it off.
Definitely.
Scott going to go between his legs, some fancy dribbling. Got the defense going back and forth. Now to Hatfield. Hatfield pulls up free throw line. 2. Yes, it'll go.
Needed that one.
They cut it to 8. This press doing a good job kind of giving the Garden playing something different to look at. They get it to the middle to Eck. The best way to beat a press is get the ball in the middle of the court. Now Long going to pull up right hand. Not even close, but he gets his own rebound. And that one's good.
Good shot.
That first one was nowhere close.
No. That first one was not in the area of good at all.
Hatfield going to set up the offense now on the left side here. Now Zika. Hesitation. Going to drive, spin, using his body, forcing it up. Forced it a little bit, but gets his own rebound. And he's fouled this time. They'll go to the line. I think he was fouled more on the rebound than anything else, but he'll get 2 free throws.
And it's funny, too, because he had his head down as he went up for that shot. I don't even know if he knew where he was oriented against the goal. So lucky to get a foul there, because I'm not sure where he was going with that shot. But.
Yeah, I would agree. Cole Zika buries that one.
That's the thing. If you want new, this team's got it for you. New faces and different, really just a different looking team altogether.
Yeah, yeah. And they're trying to find their rhythm, find their place. But they're doing a good job. That free throw good.
I think they're trying to nail down their starting rotation and figure out what that is. And I mean, so far, several guys have gotten a chance to come out and play. So
Jason Golden got the deflection, but Garden Plain kept it. Now they beat the press. 2:20 to play in the half. 19-27. Garden Plain leads Wellington. That shot nowhere near the rim for Long.
Garden Plain suddenly in this last 2 or 3 minutes has just kind of been in disarray. They looked clearly like, they had it together and we're going to start to put Wellington
you can also
away.
tell they definitely prepared for the 1-3-1. Maybe not so much for the 2-2-1 back to man. A different look. Curry going to drive. Oh, just go up with it, Jackson. Just go up.
You have to take that shot. I mean, you've already gotten down in there into the paint. You have to do that. You either find that shot or find an open man. You don't. He just kind of flung it back. So.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we figured the offensive end would be where they kind of struggled.
And they have so far. Oh, good effort there by Jason Golden.
But they're still in the game. I mean, that's the thing of it is, you're trying to figure out where the points are going to come from. But so far, you're hanging in there a bit.
Eck throwing it in next to the score table here. They get it in backcourt to Eli Eck. He's guarded by Jason Golden. Picking up. Oh, good deflection. Oh, he's out of bounds. He's jumping on the red line, and that's going to be a turnover. Good defense by the senior Jason Golden.
And now Garden Plain just, I mean, it's like they did a Jekyll and Hyde on us. I mean, they've just totally.
Now look, Shane, at this set. So you have Golden, Scott, Hatfield, and Curry with Kolzika, but there's not a guy over 5'7" in that four.
No.
Oh, that three, no
ball. Good
for Zika. And the biggest guy on the floor, air ball's a three.
And the thing is, I mean, he's put up that air ball. He will shoot again.
Oh, he will. He's definitely not afraid to let it fly, which is nice. That's maybe not a travel, but Gold has it. And he's going to flip it to Long on the left side, guarded by Zika. There's going to be a mismatch somewhere. Can Garden Plain find it? They let it go. And in and out, no good. Rebound Hatfield.
And suddenly they are cold from the field, too. I mean, just struggling to score.
Cooper going to hesitate. He drives, has it deflected. Now Zika has it spinning. Kicks it outside a foul, and would have maybe been a bucket. No, he missed anyways. Well, that foul is going to be.
That's the thing I do love about Zika. From last year when he would get cleanup minutes, I mean, he's got purpose in what he wants to do.
They get it into him, and he gets a bucket.
There you go.
On the inbounds
he
pass,
wants
they
to
find
score.
him.
He's looking to score.
He needs to be physical inside. Oh, Hatfield's going to steal the inbounds pass into Golden. Up under, and that's a really bad look underneath the rim.
Oh, he should have thrown it back out, too.
And he picks up the foul. Man, what an effort on that end.
When you get a turnover like that, you got to get it out to the ball handler and let everybody reset.
I love how Hatfield flipped that inside to Golden, but after the shot that Jason took inside, you almost just wish Hatfield would have fired the three.
Yeah. And Golden was stuck in a bad spot, so he just kind of fell back and flipped it up. Yeah.
Good defense here by Scott. 27-26. Wellington has cut this deficit to 6. Long has it in the corner, in trouble. Where's he going to go here? He just hands it off to Eck. Eck loses it. Picks it back in. Good defense by Jackson Newman. They find Long cutting in the rim, and that's an easy layup.
And they needed that, Garden Plain. I mean, they've been in disarray for a few minutes now.
A few minutes without a bucket.
Yeah.
Now Scott going to dribble behind his back. He lets it go from downtown. Yes! Kingston.
Nice.
Scott rolling off the front of the rim and in.
It's a couple for him in this first half.
Oh, that's a blocking foul, and that's going to put him to the line. That's not a good foul by Scott.
He's still trying to figure it out, but I mean, certainly if you're asking yourself who the second guy potentially is on this team as far as a scoring option, so far it's been Kingston Scott.
Yes, I would agree.
Had a couple of three-pointers.
When you have 4 team fouls there, that's just a learning moment for a sophomore, right? You don't want to foul there because then it puts him in the line. Now he did miss the first free throw, so that's okay.
If he misses the second one, then no harm, no foul, as they say.
That one also no good out, but an offensive rebound by Garden Plain. They're in trouble. They somehow get it to Eck. He lets it go.
No.
And no good. Hatfield likes to do the old baseball pass.
He loves that.
24-29 as Wellington trying to claw back into it. They trail by 5 here at halftime. They once were down by almost 12, right? And they got it all the way back to 5.
I would say, given the way things were going and given the way the offense struggled there for a stretch, they're in good shape. They have to like where they are.
Pretty good finish to the half, I would agree. 29-24, Garden Plain over Wellington here at halftime. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on KLEY and Radio353.com.
USA Connections doesn't just support Wellington High School athletes. USA supports you, your business, and your home. USA Connections reliable internet, TV, and phone services with a local support network designed to make your life easier and more affordable. Faster connections, no contracts, unlimited data. Contact USA Connections today and you'll instantly see the difference local service makes. Call 620-326-8989, 326-8989. USA Connections, 117 West Harvey Avenue in Wellington. USA Connections.
Looking for the perfect gift? Make their next round unforgettable with a Wellington Golf Club gift card. Perfect for birthdays, holidays, or any special occasion, gift cards can be used toward tee times, the pro shop, or even a day out on the scenic 18-hole golf course. With challenging fairways, smooth greens, and a welcoming clubhouse, Wellington Golf Club is the place to celebrate golf all year long. Stop by today to pick up the gift every golfer loves, because great memories start on the course. Wellington Golf Club, a proud sponsor of Crusader Sports.
At Impact Bank, we're all about helping local businesses and families right here at home. As Sumner County's largest locally owned bank, we're here to back local businesses, create jobs, and keep our towns moving forward. When you bank with us, your money helps your neighbors and your community grow. Stop by and see us in Wellington at 206 East Harvey or in Caldwell at 24 North Main, or give us a call at 620-326-3361. Impact Bank. Let's make progress together.
There's something special about mornings that start with the smell of fresh donuts and a hot cup of coffee. The way it used to be. At Daylight Donuts in Wellington, that feeling is still waiting for you. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 4 a.m. to 11 a.m. You'll find warm donuts made fresh, friendly smiles, and a place that feels like home. Come by 110 South Washington in Wellington. Daylight Donuts. Bringing back the mornings you remember.
At Bank of Commerce in Wellington, we're proud to support Crusader Sports. With every swipe of your Crusader card, 5 cents goes right back to Wellington High School. That means every purchase you make helps our athletes and students succeed, one swipe at a time. Strong, loyal, innovative. That's Bank of Commerce. Visit us today at 201 West Harvey Avenue in Wellington, or call 620-326-7471. That's 620-326-7471. Bank of Commerce, proud supporter of Crusader Sports.
Back in 2007, after losing his dad and racing teammate, barbecue became more than a hobby. It became a mission. From a 20-pound brisket brick to grand champion trophies, it's been one smoking journey. Billy, Tracy, and the crew are serving up award-winning barbecue right in downtown Wellington. Travelin' Smoke Barbecue, where the smoke tells the story. 217 North Washington Avenue, Wellington, Kansas. We might not be traveling, but our smoke does.
There's something special about mornings that start with the smell of fresh donuts and a hot cup of coffee. The way it used to be. At Daylight Donuts in Wellington, that feeling is still waiting for you. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 4 a.m. to 11 a.m. You'll find warm donuts made fresh, friendly smiles, and a place that feels like home. Come by 110 South Washington in Wellington. Daylight Donuts. Bringing back the mornings you remember.
At Bank of Commerce in Wellington, we're proud to support Crusader Sports. With every swipe of your Crusader card, 5 cents goes right back to Wellington High School. That means every purchase you make helps our athletes and students succeed, one swipe at a time. Strong, loyal, innovative. That's Bank of Commerce. Visit us today at 201 West Harvey Avenue in Wellington, or call 620-326-7471. That's 620-326-7471. Bank of Commerce, proud supporter of Crusader Sports.
Back in 2007, after losing his dad and racing teammate, barbecue became more than a hobby. It became a mission. From a 20-pound brisket brick to grand champion trophies, it's been one smoking journey. Billy, Tracy, and the crew are serving up award-winning barbecue right in downtown Wellington. Travelin' Smoke Barbecue, where the smoke tells the story. 217 North Washington Avenue, Wellington, Kansas. We might not be traveling, but our smoke does.
At Impact Bank, we're all about helping local businesses and families right here at home. As Sumner County's largest locally owned bank, we're here to back local businesses, create jobs, and keep our towns moving forward. When you bank with us, your money helps your neighbors and your community grow. Stop by and see us in Wellington at 206 East Harvey or in Caldwell at 24 North Main, or give us a call at 620-326-3361. Impact Bank. Let's make progress together.
Investing in tomorrow's leaders on the field and in the classroom. At Sumner Cali Electric, we believe in giving back. That's why we provide scholarships, sponsor youth programs, and stand behind the future champions of our communities. As a locally owned and operated cooperative, we're more than just your power company. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your biggest fans in the stands. Sumner Cali Electric, building on our past, lighting the way to the future.
Since 1933, Wren & Company Incorporated has been the trusted name for insurance in Wellington and the surrounding area. From auto, home, farm, and crop insurance to commercial life and bonds, we've got you covered. As an independent agency, we shop multiple companies to find the coverage you need at a price you can afford, all with honest small-town service. And yes, we also offer full-service real estate when you need it. Wren & Company, protecting what matters for over 90 years. Call us today at 620-326-2271 or stop by 209 South Washington Avenue in Wellington.
We're back here, Ernie Barrett Gymnasium, Wellington High School. The Crusaders trail by 5 at halftime, and with, 6 minutes left in the half or so, to say that we're only down by 5 that's good.
It was a good bounce back for sure.
We were down by as much as 12.
I had said at one point in that game that in that second quarter that they were starting to let it get away from them, and they were. Garden Plain had hit a couple of three-point baskets, and things had just really started to feel like Wellington was really losing momentum in not a good way, and suddenly they turned it around. They kind of ratcheted up the defense a little bit, got a three-pointer from Kingston Scott, and here you go. So,
yeah, Scott, pretty good first half there for the sophomore in his first varsity experience. He had 10 points. Cole Zika had 4, 9 from Cooper Hatfield, and then 1 for Milo Elder. But you're going to rely a lot on Kingston Scott and Cooper Hatfield.
I would say if Scott is leading the way already in his first game as a starter, really his first game with the team, right?
Yeah. I don't think he even suited up on the bench last year as a freshman.
Yeah, I don't think so. So, I like the looks of it. Certainly had a good first half.
Yeah, they're going to have to somehow, which they did, I will say, in the last 4 minutes, they really slowed down the three-point attack. But Garden Plain does let it fly from downtown.
They're going to move the ball around, and they're going to get open three-point shots. That's just, that's what they do. That's how the offense operates. And so, yeah, if you're Wellington, you got to figure out a way to slow that down. They had 7 in that half. Yeah.
7. So that's but 5 of those came in the first quarter, and they did slow them down. I felt like towards the end. I thought the press was a good look, kind of mixed it up. I would assume, right, which is never a good thing, but right. I would assume they prepped for the 1-3-1. They got what they wanted with the 1-3-1. They switched, so now they go in the locker room at halftime. Garden Plain draws up something to beat the 2-2-1 press. And what's our offense going to look like now?
Sure, yeah.
So what does Coach Newman do? Does he continue to kind of ride the hot hand, or does he come out and change it immediately again? Something else? Is there a third look? I think they're going to have to do that a lot of the year, just continuously mix up the looks.
I think you got to get shots for the guards, Scott and Hatfield. I think that's when you look at it, they don't really have that low post scorer. They don't have a back to the basket guy for sure, and it's just – we've seen a couple of guys get the ball down in there and not be able to do a whole lot with it. And so, yeah, your guard play is going to have to carry you a lot in this game.
Yeah, without a doubt. 29-24, Garden Plain on top here at halftime. Wellington kicking off the 25-26 campaign here at home. They'll have a week off, and they'll be back home next Tuesday in the beginning of the Cheney tournament. Thursday, they'll go on the road, and then Saturday will be at Cheney to finish out that tournament. And then they get 2 more home games prior to the break, with Collegiate and Andale both coming to Wellington.
Early season home games right there, yeah.
Quite a few.
How is Collegiate supposed to be this year?
I would assume they continuously reload, right?
Yeah, they're pretty decent, usually.
New head coach, so that'll be a new look for them. Garden Plain starts the second half with the basketball for Wellington. It's Zika, Scott, Hatfield, Milo Elder, and Jackson Newman on the floor.
I feel like the defense is pretty darn decent for Wellington.
They do come out and match them man-to-man, what they did there at the end of the second quarter. On the right wing, here is Long. He flips it over to Eck. Eck guarded by Hatfield. Oh, now Zika going to try to come trap. He gets back to his man, driving long, blocked from behind by Newman. And a rebound by Zika.
And Flax had a chance at a putback and doesn't get it.
It was right there. Good block by Jackson Newman. Cooper Hatfield using the screen. He's going to hesitate. Now give it to Jackson. Oh, Jackson about lost it. Near side here, Scott. He's going to think about it. Use the screen from Elder. Fire a three. No, won't go.
He wants to shoot.
Flax grabs the board. He does.
Scott, for sure. I mean.
And I think being young like that, you have to let him fail and be okay with it, right?
Yeah, I think on this team, you give a lot of green lights and you don't pull back until they've really obviously shown you they need it, because
three, no good.
There are a lot of shots to replace from last year's team.
Milo Elder grabs the board. You're right, 100%. They flip it up. Oh, Zika tried to go across to Newman. It was deflected and stolen by Flax. Transition over Scott, no good. Kingston gets the rebound. Here they go the other way, left to right. He's going to hesitate, drive baseline, pull up short corner. No, that won't go, and that gets the board. This is a lot of running back and forth, Shane.
Absolutely.
Eck to Eck in the lane, good for two there.
Cole Zika tries to take the charge there, sort of. I don't know what he tried to do.
I don't know. 31-24. This Garden playing the first team on the board here in the second half. Hatfield going to push it in, go into Newman. Newman up. Oh, and he's fouled from behind by Eck.
One thing I'll say about Wellington, and this is just something that's going to have to happen, is you got to take care of the ball, because you can't control how tall you are or how many shots you make. I mean, that's just going to, going to play itself out. But you can take care of the ball as best you can. And they've had a few of those instances where they've had a possession, a steal and a possession, and they've thrown it right away or dribbled it out of bounds. You got to take care of the ball as much as you can.
That free throw was no good from Newman. Second one will go. Curry waiting at the table to check in. And he'll do so for Milo Elder. Milo's offensive rebounds has been a pretty good factor so far. I mean, he only has a few, but they've all been in pretty big spots. That's something they need him, that he doesn't have to score. They just need him to rebound fiercely. That going by Curry on the right side. Jackson working, gets a deflection. They move it up top.
He defended well down there too.
He works. He's fast. He's quick. He really came on in the fall on the defensive side of the ball as well.
There's a lot of lateral foot speed on this team, I feel like. It's just,
Flax inside, kicks it out to long
to drive baseline. Yeah, can't have that happen.
Great defensive possession, and then Zika gets a little bit lazy.
Zika gambled a little bit, tried to poke the ball out, tried to move on it.
He's got to stay with it. I mean, you ran 25 seconds off the shot clock.
Yep.
Hatfield, he had a look at it. Tries to go inside to Newman, and he's fouled from behind. Call that one on Flax. Coach Powell not happy. 33-25, 5:16 to play here in the third. It's the third foul there on Flax. That's good for Wellington. Triangle set, they get it into Zika. Zika going to spin, force his way up. Yes, he gets it to go.
Nice shot, too.
Using his body. Oh, and now the inbounds pass is thrown away. Wellington will get it back.
That's the thing, and that's what I've always liked about Zika, and it's clear when you watch him play is, look, there are plenty of times he doesn't put up the greatest shot in the world, but he has no memory of it. You know, I mean, he's going to put the next one up, and it might go.
Cole Zika has it up top. You're right. He's going to drive. Here he goes again, forcing his way to the rim. No good. Rebound. Put back. Yes. Bullying his way in the lane. He's got two.
Buffaloed right through there.
The lead's down to 4. Lowest it's been since the first quarter.
And him bucking against you like that can't feel great.
No, not at all. Long three from Mack. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Jackson. Curry inside. I thought Fisher had it, but Curry came up with it. He comes across the timeline. They can cut it to 2. Spin move. Zika to the rim, and he's fouled, and he'll get 2 shots.
Oh, man.
Was he not passing that to Fisher?
Maybe. Look, you never know with this guy. That's one thing I learned about Zika last year. It's like, only he in his mind knows where he's going with some plays. And I've seen him. There have been plenty of times where I've seen everybody basically like, no. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Do that.
That free throw good. Cole's 3 for 3 from the stripe tonight. He's starting to put together 9 points.
I've been impressed. I have been impressed so far with some of these new guys, Cole Zika especially.
Cole's second free throw is good. Camden White will check into the game. So his first minutes, the sophomore. And the sophomore student section loves it. Scott, Hatfield both sit down, so both of those two out. That'll be interesting to see. Cole obviously has a hot hand. They'll continue to use them.
So we can wear pajamas to school now? Is that a theme? Is that what it is?
You cannot to school, but I guess you can to the basketball games.
Okay.
Long goes right by.
Oh, they didn't wear them today?
No, just to the game.
I should have worn my PJs.
We should have. We should have done it together.
Yeah, could have.
Jackson Curry has the ball out here, top of the Crusader head. He's going to hand to Camden White. White's specialty is shooting from outside. We'll see if he gets a look at it.
Let's get him a shot.
They try here on the backside. He's going to cross over. He's going to drive, dump to Fisher, right, left hand, yes!
What a nice play there, too.
Good find from Camden White to Fisher Elder.
And Elder just cutting to the hoop on the baseline.
Another sophomore coming in and doing good things for Wellington. Eck right by Golden, and he's fouled. He was way out of control.
Too bad, too, that he got fouled, because like you said, he was not in control of what move he was making.
Third foul on Jason Golden. Milo Elder and Cooper Hatfield wait to check back in.
He was really just kind of making a Cole Zika move to the hoop. Just kind of put your shoulder down and kind of barrel in there.
For sure.
Whoa, way short.
No good on that one from there. Cole will come to the bench, and Jason Golden will come to the bench.
Barely drew rim on that one.
So here you have Fisher Elder, Milo Elder, Camden White, Jackson Curry, and Cooper Hatfield for Wellington. Second free throw is good. So you missed the first one that bad, and then you don't hit anything but
I know,
the bottom
I love
of
when
the
they do that. It always blows my mind. I'm like, what were you thinking about the first time?
3-point advantage for Garden Plain, 36-33. Cooper using the screen from Elder. Now comes over to White. White going to hand to Curry, and they're going to call an illegal screen there by Camden White. They'll go the opposite
maybe.
direction.
I mean, I don't love that one.
You know, another thing about this group is a lot of big numbers. Like, there's no single-digit numbers out there right now.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, we have a few, but like 31, 32.
Yeah.
Like, I like it. That's kind of cool. You don't see that very often.
Hatfield loves that 13.
He does. He definitely does. Crossover here by Eck. Kicks it to his brother, near side. Now to McFadden. They're going to continue to move it. They do move the ball well. Eck guarded by Jackson Curry. Now up top, McFadden, near side. Here to Eli Eck. He's going to drive the lane over Milo and gets it to go. Good move.
Yeah, and you just, I mean, the defense was there. Just, he kind of slung up a shot. And
down. So Cole Zika, Jackson Newman, and Kingston Scott check in. Scott has it out by the volleyball line. Man-to-man defense here from Garden Plain. Over to Curry, using the pick and roll. Oh, he picks up his dribble.
Yeah,
Somehow
that's
gets
not
to
a
the
good
can.
idea.
Then back into Scott, driving the lane, and he loses it out of bounds as a turnover. Just lost it on his way out.
the things we've seen here in the last couple of minutes. I mean, both teams a little
How about
bit.
this? This is freshman Caden Darby checking into the game.
Really? Nice. All right, we'll
I don't
check
know
that
how
out.
Darby did in the JV game, but he's into the game here in the third quarter for Wellington. The freshman getting minutes, and he's all in it.
Yeah, he's
in the
ready
full
to
court.
go.
And they have to call a timeout on this end. Great defense there. Scott and Darby causing havoc in the full court there for Wellington.
Small guys, but quick.
I like
Hands
that look.
moving, yeah. Not too bad.
Caden Darby going to be a pretty good baseball player, I think, for us in the spring.
Oh,
too.
really?
So
Nice.
excited about that. That'll be good.
Have you already got him on the yoga program and the all that meditation?
A little meditation.
Okay.
You know a lot about our program.
Hot yoga.
That's the hot yoga thing might just be for us. I don't know about this. 38-33. Garden Plain leads Wellington here. 1:43 to play in the third. You have seen, so they have 13 guys on the bench tonight, suited up.
Right.
Malachi Holloway and Luke Zika have not been into the game.
Otherwise,
the other 11
yes.
all have.
We've seen an array of folks coming through, and you figure this is going to be it, right? I mean, this is going to be what you expect for a while, right? I mean,
so you got to find your. I mean, it's all new. They didn't have very long to practice, right? It's a quick turnaround from Thanksgiving break, and then right into it. Football players played on Friday, they start practice on Monday.
I think you would say to most of the guys on the bench, I mean, if you're Coach Newman, hey, everyone here has a chance. I mean, no one's locked in. I mean,
I haven't seen anybody run out there that you're like, no, why is he out there? Either.
Right. I mean, yeah.
Oh, full court baseball past the Flax. They bounce pass inside, Eck, and one. That was a pretty weak foul call, but it goes. See who they give it to, Newman?
Sometimes I don't feel like Flax knows 100% with what he wants to do with the ball, but that time he kind of fired a pass in there. And it worked out.
Eck has 7, an opportunity at 8 here in the quarter. He gets that one again. 41-33, the lead's back to 8. So Wellington has made this a game, but Garden Plain just slowly increasing that lead. Doesn't really feel like it. Oh, good spin move. Into Zika, back to him. Up in traffic, no good. Offensive board, yes. Back out to Darby. Moving it around. Now Newman. Wide all the way around. Zika 3. Boom, he hit it. Cole Zika buries it. He's got 9 here in the third quarter himself, and it's back to 5.
He always has that look about him, too, like, yeah, I knew I was going to make that.
In transition, Flax, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Oh, that's definitely questionable.
I thought that was probably Wellington's ball, but it doesn't go their way.
1-4 set here for Garden Plain. They throw it in. Cooper Eck, 6-foot sophomore, set to get it in. He gets it in here to Flax at the free throw line. They move it around. They had the back door. That was a good play design right there. They did not throw it to the guy they were supposed to. He was wide open on the baseline. Long left side.
You got to see him, too. That's part of the play. Figuring out he's down there.
Yeah, like, oops. In the middle, Darby's going to tie it up. Caden Darby, the freshman, getting in there, mixing it up. Not afraid to get amongst them, as Kelly Carter might say.
And Cooper Eck helped him right up, too. He makes threes. He's polite.
It's a pretty good kid, I'm not going to lie. Pretty good kid, at least from our perspective.
Yeah.
41-36, 35 seconds here in the third. Wellington trying to cut it into the deficit. Darby keeps it on this end. Good hands. 3. Front of the rim, back of the rim, no good. That would have been electrifying.
Love to see that go.
Here's transition. Long has it. Skip out to Eck. He's going to try to calm this crowd. Won't go. Rebound Camden White. Wellington with 12 seconds. Will they play for the final shot here? Coach Newman slows down Scott.
Totally should, yeah.
Now Zika has it again. Now Darby, 3 left side. Nope. And maybe a little early on the trigger. No good on the layup at the buzzer, though, on this end.
That should have cost them 2 points, probably.
That should have cost them 2 points. A little quick. Now, he was wide open on the left side, and when you're a freshman and you have that much time,
of course, yeah.
It's tough.
I mean,
but
it's
you're
not
right.
the end of the world, but you got to make sure that clock ends after your shot. You can't let them have any opportunities. So
they stayed pretty even there. Both teams scoring 12 points in the third quarter. 41-36 is your score. Garden Plain leading Wellington here in game number 1. 8 minutes to decide it. It's been a pretty good one so far, Shane.
If you had to take a look at the court so far and the guys who've all been out there, aside from Hatfield and Scott, who do you feel like's that third man probably? Cole Zika, maybe?
If he gets the ball inside, I think he is. I think when he tries to do a lot outside, it's not a good look for him. And if he'll laugh because I'll tell him that tomorrow in class. But he's really good, I feel like, for the free throw line and in. He likes to shoot, and he can shoot.
Of course, he shot that three-pointer.
Yeah, but I feel like that, like his bread and butter was when he was attacking the rim down here.
That's true.
Right?
I think the thing with him is always going to be that, you're going to always have to take the good and the bad because sometimes he's going to force a shot and get himself into trouble. But he's got some skill, and he knows where the basket is, and he knows how to score the ball.
Back up top, bounce pass to the free throw line. Garden Plain starting the fourth quarter with it. Long spin over Zika, no good. Good defense by Cole there, but an offensive board. They're going to call a foul on the floor.
Yeah, there's a foul. I think it is.
Well,
and now the official telling
Newman. I don't know
telling
how
Coach Mark Powell.
I thought maybe he was calling a jump ball there for a minute. Oh, they're going to backdoor. Good help there by Zika. Get it into Eck, though.
Look at Zika. He's just kind of showing up everywhere.
That's 2 good defensive possessions. He's kind of
struggled
struggled a little
on the
bit
stat sheet, but
on this end, but no, you're right. Those kind of plays are big in a game. Driving to the lane, Eck, and 1. Count it. Draws the contact, I would assume, for Milo Elder. Yep.
And that's just a matter of letting him get too close to the basket. You've got to pick him up and defend him well before he's that deep into the lane.
Correct. He's definitely, as he makes this free throw, he's their leader and their best player by far.
All those guys can, from Garden Plain, can finish that way. Just,
Here comes Hatfield. And a flip to Scott. Scott 3, no good. Fought for it, grabbed by Zika. He's back up and he gets it to go, working in the paint.
He's got a nose for the hoop. I'll give that to him.
It's still a 6-point game. Wellington just right there, kind of like that nap that won't go away. 7 minutes left.
6-point lead.
We'll see. They move it around. Long in the corner. Pick and roll here. Now he kicks it back out. They're taking their time. They're not forcing anything.
You have to guard that 3-point line, and if they get inside and score, then that's fine.
Eck up over Hatfield. No, and he gets the rebound too. So here comes Wellington, left to right. Good defense there by Cooper. Zika, he's going to drive. Dump to Elder. Elder up and gets it to go.
Oh, wow.
Look at Milo Elder.
And Cole Zika's been a bit of a distributor too.
Good job. Cole's a great leader. He's a really good kid. And those are the type of plays that you expect him to make right there. Just distributing the basketball, moving it around. They go in here to Flax. Guarded by Elder. Pulls them out. Now out by the volleyball line. Eck over to Long.
Perfect team for Cole Zika to be on too, because he doesn't have to worry about being benched if he takes a wild shot or something, because they have shots to be taken. So someone needs to be assertive with the basketball, and he'll do it.
Long drives to the rim and scores. 46-40. Wellington trailing. Scott loses it and turns it over.
Can't do that.
Here they go. Owls in transition. Eck, skip pass to Eck. He fires a 3, and he gets it to go.
He knew eventually that was coming, right?
He has 15 now. He had not done that since early in the second quarter.
They will shoot the ball, and they will find open shooters. That's what the offense is all about, passing it around, finding the guy, and making the shot. So,
if there is, that's really the first time we've seen it, but Kingston there, turned the ball over, and you see his attitude, like his demeanor, really just, poof.
Yeah, right.
That's not good. You're gonna turn the ball over. You're handling the ball more than anybody else on the floor. Like, that's just part of it. But that's part of being young too. And, you know, we saw a little bit of that from Val when she was young, too. So,
sure,
we'll see if he kind of bounces back. They're going to need him. 49,
I think overall, I'm fairly pleased with what I saw. I mean, I wondered beforehand where the scoring would come from, and you know, I think they got some guys that'll put some points in. I think Cole Zika is one of those guys that just, I mean, he's going to find a way to be out on the floor, and he's going to find a way to score. He'll be in the middle of the action.
Absolutely. Cue Ball posted it today, but this is the first time since like 1940 something that Wellington had 3 years where they won like 13 or more games, or 14 or something like that. I mean, Cue Ball is probably laughing at me because he knows better than I do. But Milo to the rim and one. Count it from Elder. Look at that, Milo getting in on the scoring.
That's what blows my mind about him, is there are times where he will just show you this quickness and this ability to score the ball.
He moves well for a big guy.
I mean, it doesn't always happen, but sometimes he's so fluid and good with the ball. It's crazy.
Front of the rim, back of the rim, no good. Tipped by Zika, but grabbed by Long. Here they go, Garden playing the other way. All the way to the rim is Zach, and he's fouled.
And really, I think this last 5 minutes, you're going to see a lot of that. Just drive to the hoop.
Yeah.
See if you can't get the foul. I mean, it's a strategy that's, you know, been in basketball forever, and
it's
I think for this team,
worked well for him.
Yeah, might as well just keep pushing the issue.
You know, back to my point about the wins, though, Coach Newman does a really good job of this team is going to progressively get better as the year goes along. So they find a way to win, especially late January into February. Jackson Newman with the rebound there. 50-48, Garden Plain. 50-42, Garden Plain. Sorry. Cooper Hatfield three, no good.
Would have liked to have seen that one go. And a good look, too, for Cooper.
It was. Long in transition to Eck. Back to Long. They're moving it around. Now Cooper Eck going to drive. Blocked by Elder.
Nice
now Jackson
swat,
Newman.
too.
2-on-1 the other way. Milo, he's fouled.
Well, they're hanging around.
There is a...
You know, this is like, we said this of the earlier game, in the girls' game, that, you know, Garden Plain had a few of those plays out there that they wish they had scored on, that they could have easily scored on and didn't. And I think the Wellington boys in that same place where you start looking back now and it's an 8-point lead for Garden Plain, there are some points you left out there that...
Correct.
Had you scored those baskets,
it could be
really interesting.
Yep, I would agree. Free throw line there could have been a couple of them from Elder.
Ooh, can't grab the rebound, Scott. So
4:52 to play in a game. 8-point advantage for the Owls. Camden White back in for Wellington. They get it in. Full court pressure from Wellington. Eck guarded by Scott. He goes by him. Gets it across half right before the 10-second call. Now skip past the Long.
Yeah, like right before.
Pulls up and gets it. He's pretty good at that shot right there.
Well, I mean, Garden Plain just has so many shooters. It's tough to guard them all the time.
Yeah.
You know, someone's going to get open.
Driving to the lane and fouled. So go to the line. Good attack there by Cooper.
And here's what I like about the shot clock, too, is like normally in a game like this at this level, once it's a 10-point lead for a team, they can really take the air out of the ball. And at this point with 4 minutes left, can just kind of dwindle it down. But here, you got to keep moving and trying to shoot and trying to score because
Hatfield makes the first.
Because with that clock, you're going to have to give the ball up.
Yep.
So,
yeah, that McPherson game in the state tournament last year was horrible. Miserable to watch.
Like paint drying.
The last 4 minutes of regulation, Hatfield makes that one too. And then for both overtimes, they held the ball the whole time.
Yeah, it was
held the ball at half court.
It was awful to watch. I don't know that they were the best team in that game. They just happened to have.
Oh, Camden White with the block, but Kingston Scott was out of bounds.
Yeah, you
Good
can't
block
come back
there for
in and
Camden,
get
though.
that. You got to let somebody try to get it. That's too bad.
See what Garden Plain does
Wellington
here.
had a chance at a turnover there, too, or a rebound. So.
They did. Throwing it in their own basket. It's Cooper Eck, 1-4 set.
Starting to need some steals, starting to need some stops. A lot of it, boom, 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 as quickly as you can.
And there you go. Inside, spin move, up and over Zeke, and he gets it to go.
That's the first kind of really smooth back to the basket move I'd seen from Flax.
Yeah, he's not done that. To the rim again is Hatfield, and he's fouled again.
There were several times I thought that's what he should have done, but you just didn't see it.
Yeah. You know, and he's young too, 6'6" on the scorecard, but he's only a sophomore.
Yeah, true.
Free throw no good there from Cooper. They need to capitalize from the line. They've been right around 50%. Makes that one. Hatfield has 12 points tonight.
I think if you're Wellington, win or lose, you come away from this and say, we have some pieces to work with. We have plenty of minutes to play and shots to take for a lot of guys. So anybody who wants to step up and kind of
back in trouble. They're getting on the floor, and a timeout from Garden Plain.
Anybody who wants to step up and prove their worth to the team, there's plenty of opportunity for that.
You see Caden Darby, the freshman, back in. 32nd timeout.
He's been quick with the ball. Hasn't made a lot, hasn't made his shots that he's had,
but he moves
defense,
well.
Yeah,
moves well, plays good defense, and I think that part of the press. I think if you get Jackson Curry involved with those two as well, and Cooper Hatfield, like the four, I know they're not big, but the four of those guys are fast.
Sure.
You know, that quickness is very important, especially when they're trying to press in the full court. 3:49 left. Wellington trails by 9, trying to do something here late to push themselves right back into it.
I think the something they have to do is get some open three-point looks and nail them down. I mean, you're going to need some scoring and quick scoring if you want to get back into this ball game.
Full court man-to-man pressure here. Oh, they're going up top, and they give up. And Long traveled. He traveled. They had it. They
got the play they wanted. They had the little run out, but
it was a great play. They lob it over the top.
I feel like several of these Garden Plain guys tonight have had opportunities to score the ball and just either lost the ball or traveled. They've had some problems with that.
Hatfield to the rim again. This time won't go and no foul.
Not a great shot.
It really wasn't.
Dribble into traffic and kind of just flip it up there.
Dold in trouble. He's trapped. Now free throw line inside to Eck. He forces his way up, and he's fouled by White.
If nothing else, Garden Plain has had to work for this one tonight. I mean, they have been – Wellington has played some tough D and forced them to take tough shots.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see how this Garden Plain team does as the season progresses.
Yeah, me too.
You know, they do seem to live and die a little bit by a three ball, which – late
can
in
be
the year
dangerous.
can be dangerous. Yes. But they have shown here second half that they get in the lane
and they're fundamentally sound. I mean, they've got some basketball skills. They can drive the hoop. They can finish with layups. And
I think Coach Powell does a really good job. 3 from Scott, no good. That was a 3 you wanted. Just couldn't get it to go.
Somebody's got to get that rebound too if you're Wellington.
Good deflection by White. Saves the layup. 11-point advantage. And when you know, this point in the game, when you don't score, that lead just grows, right? The game seems closer than it is. Now Eck moving the basketball. Garden Plain doing a good job, not forcing any shots. Cooper Eck has it, guarded by Darby. Man-to-man for Wellington. Continue to move it. Crossover by Eck. Now to his brother. He's going to drive the lane. Force it up right hand. Won't go. But a rebound. You can't give up offensive boards.
And the putback by Flax.
That's a good move.
Yeah, that's maybe a nail right there in the coffin.
I would say that's probably it here with 2.5 left and a 13-point advantage. They got to score. They got to move. You have Camden White out there. I would love to see him shoot a three. Caden Darby, no good front of the rim.
He's gotten his shots off tonight, Darby.
Yeah, he has. But he just has not got it to go.
No.
Everything's pretty flat, like it, hits the front of the rim.
That's true.
Flack's taken over.
Oh.
He can't get it to go. It's off of Cole Zika out of bounds.
I think that they've done a decent job of containing Flax. I mean, he is, quite a bit taller than most of the rest of the guys out there. And at least by a couple, 3 inches. And, I thought he would have had a bigger night, maybe. I don't know what he has, but.
He's got 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they've kept a lid on him pretty good. They've done a pretty good job of that. Oh, do we have a junior reporter segment? Look at that.
Ollie Wellington at Washington. That should make you proud, Shane.
What's that?
Milo's favorite place, the Wellington Golf Course.
Of course. Yeah. I spent a little time out there.
Yeah.
Actually, when I was talking, I was thinking about Coach Adams, Eric Adams for the girls team, because we were both in match play, and we had won our first round. I think we each played 14, 15 holes. And then in the afternoon, you have to play another round. And like 3, 4 holes in, both of us are like, he just looked at me, he's like, is anybody else tired? Are you tired? I'm like, yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah.
And he's in much better shape than I am. And I'm like, now I feel better. If he's tired, because I was brain fried. And he was like, this is exhausting. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
He's like, you kind of get to the point where you don't really care if you win. I'm like, I'm right at that point. Been at that point for a while, yeah.
Garden Plain getting it in underneath their own basket. Eck lets it go. That if it wasn't over before, it is now. Cooper Eck buries another 3. He's got 18 tonight.
They all certainly, nearly everyone on that team has a 3-point shot.
Camden White gonna let it go and one.
What a nice little shot there.
Gets it plus the foul.
Going to be too little too late, but a nice shot. And if you're Wellington, I mean, especially some of these early games in the season, you just got to keep working through and trying to sharpen up and stay focused on getting better each game.
Yeah, that's
no good.
Definitely, the progress they've made has been good. I think, I feel like it'll continue to get there.
I think so. And now Garden Plain just kind of trying to dribble it out and move it out. And
no good on the attack, but another
Cooper
foul.
Eck trying to score again.
He was like 15 seconds on the shot clock, too. He's like, I'm just going.
Yep.
Hank Schindler says, I'm going to get my name in the paper.
He wants to be on Sumner News, Cal. For sure. Where did Cue Ball go? Is Tracy McHugh still around? He's still in the house?
He was a little bit ago. I don't know if he disappeared. That free throw good.
Probably just signing autographs out back, if I had to guess. So 15-point lead, it just kind of really jumped up there all of a sudden.
That's what I'm saying. Like late games like this, if you're not scoring,
the other team is,
you're
and you're
fouling,
in trouble.
and you're, you know what I mean, trying to get back into it. I kind of think, and I might be wrong, but at the end of that the girls game, when it was like a 10-point game, and they really slowed down on the offensive end, Garden Plain did, I think he was like, I like it at a 10-point game. I don't want to get beat by 20.
Oh, yeah, of course, right, yes.
So he was like, you were like, we got to, you think, watching it, me too, like you got to score. Good cut there by Zika. Flips it around.
What a shot, really.
That had a lot of
that kind of reverse. He put a little juju on that ball.
A little English.
Yeah. Tried.
Wellington's
didn't
basketball.
go in, but it was close.
Triangle set here. They get it into Cole, and he's fouled.
That ball is going when Cole Zika has it or is touching it. That ball's going toward the rim.
Yes, it is. He's going to shoot.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to let it fly. Not afraid to let it fly.
He is not going to be short on shot attempts in any game.
He makes the free throw. Adds to his total. He's got 16 now.
So
probably the leading scorer.
Based on what you thought of the team prior and what you're seeing now, how do you feel about where they are and where they could be?
I really would have liked if the game was within 10, right?
Right.
You know, the way it kind of slipped away late, not great. But I do think you played 11 different guys. You're trying to figure out where you're at. Now you have a week of practice to fix all this stuff before you play again here at home next week. That part, I think there's a lot of upside in this group. Are they going to win 15 games? No. But are they going to win 11 to 12 and then make some noise in the postseason?
Maybe.
I think they could, right?
Yeah, and one of the things you got to think of when you're, comparing these two teams, Garden Plain and Wellington, is Garden Plain has a bunch of guys out there who we saw play last year, a handful of guys out there that we saw play last year, on-court experience. And that is not true for Wellington really at all, with the exception of Cooper Hatfield. So I think they've held up pretty well.
There's a Zika 3. Buried it. He says, hey, at this point, we're going to pad our stats.
Oh, he is.
At 19 now.
If he could, the way he plays, he could add another 5 points here in the last 15 seconds.
Oh, Garden Plain goes to the rim and gets a bucket. They thought they were letting the clock run out, and they score.
That's the thing about the X, too. They're not, like, super tall. They're just good at basketball.
They are 51-66 was the final, and that 25 points from Garden Plain in the fourth quarter. That's the difference.
That closed it out.
That was the switch they needed. The middle quarters, the second and third, I really thought Wellington probably wins.
It was a good game. It was a darn good game, and I think Wellington in a better spot than I thought maybe they were. They've got some skill.
There's a lot to look forward to with this group.
Yeah.
66-51 the final score. Let's take a break, come back, do a little post-game show.
Sure.
What do you think about that? You're listening to Crusader Basketball here on KLEY and Radio353.com.
USA Connections doesn't just support Wellington High School athletes. USA supports you, your business, and your home. USA Connections reliable internet, TV, and phone services with a local support network designed to make your life easier and more affordable. Faster connections, no contracts, unlimited data. Contact USA Connections today and you'll instantly see the difference local service makes. Call 620-326-8989, 326-8989. USA Connections, 117 West Harvey Avenue in Wellington. USA Connections.
Looking for the perfect gift? Make their next round unforgettable with a Wellington Golf Club gift card. Perfect for birthdays, holidays, or any special occasion, gift cards can be used toward tee times, the pro shop, or even a day out on the scenic 18-hole golf course. With challenging fairways, smooth greens, and a welcoming clubhouse, Wellington Golf Club is the place to celebrate golf all year long. Stop by today to pick up the gift every golfer loves, because great memories start on the course. Wellington Golf Club, a proud sponsor of Crusader Sports.
At Impact Bank, we're all about helping local businesses and families right here at home. As Sumner County's largest locally owned bank, we're here to back local businesses, create jobs, and keep our towns moving forward. When you bank with us, your money helps your neighbors and your community grow. Stop by and see us in Wellington at 206 East Harvey or in Caldwell at 24 North Main, or give us a call at 620-326-3361. Impact Bank. Let's make progress together.
Welcome back here. KLEY, Radio353.com. We're live at Ernie Barrett Gymnasium at Wellington High School. The boys fall to 0-1, losing to Garden Plain here at home, 51-66. But some good things for them and some opportunities maybe to produce some good outcomes as we get down the road. They had a lot of question marks coming in.
A lot at every position, really.
Yeah. And they responded, I felt like, pretty good for some of those.
Ball handling better than I thought it would be. I mean, they have some good guard play for sure. They have some abilities there to score inside and make some shots. And, you're going to have to take care of the ball. That's what it's gonna boil down to, and keep playing the defense you played tonight. The defense, I think, was probably the best part of this story tonight so far.
One thing I would like to see a little bit too, Shane, is like if we're going to be this deep, if we're going to play this many guys,
yes,
then let's get up and guard full court the whole time. Right? You're going to rotate those guys anyway.
Or at least pick it up early, three-quarter court, something like
let's
that.
Go,
yeah, sure.
Right? Get up in it because that's our best offense, too.
Is to get some turnovers, is to be able to fire the ball down and,
When you look at Cooper.
Score quick.
Kingston, Caden Darby, Jackson Curry, those type of guys, even Jason Golden, like they're going to guard in the full court. They're small. They're not going to necessarily be able to stop all the time. And we saw it in the half court. They would just get beat time for time. That's going to happen. But they did a pretty good job, I thought, on this end of the floor when they were up and pressing.
Who led the way tonight?
So for Wellington, Cole Zeke had 19. He was the leading scorer. Cooper Hatfield had 12. Kingston Scott had 10. Kingston did not score in the second half. He had 10 in the first half. 1 point for Jackson Newman, 2 for Fisher Elder, 2 for Camden White, and 5 for Milo Elder, 4 of which came there in the fourth quarter. Cole really took over. He had 15 points in the second half.
Yeah. I have to be careful of how I say this because it's an old school term. We always said he's kind of a junk baller. Yeah. He gets stuff inside, he shoots, and I don't mean that in a bad way. He just kind of you don't really know how he does it, or he may not even be able to tell you how he does it, but he's around the ball a lot. He just some of those shots,
those guys trust him.
Some of those shots literally were just kind of throwing the ball up toward the hoop and having it go in, where, it's like, but on the other hand, a couple of those threes, the form on them was really good.
He can shoot when he gets his feet set.
He's kind of like a Swiss Army knife, as they like to say. You got a little bit of, several different tools, and it may not be the most attractive thing in the world, but, he scores the ball. 19 points, that's impressive.
And I think when he does dominate inside, then it's going to create those shots outside for him.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Over time.
No, I think right. I think, they kind of, when they saw him outside, they were like, oh, he's outside there, so good, leave him there. And then he would, hit him with a 3-point shot.
Correct. The Eck brothers on the other side of the ball were both really good.
Yes.
The older brother, Eli Eck, 18 points. He got to the free throw line left and right in the second half.
So are you telling me that Cole led the way?
No, that Cooper Eck had 21.
Oh.
He had 21. He hit.
I was going to be so tickled
if
Cole Zika was the leading, because last year we'd see him in junk time, and we'd always think to ourselves, will that later, when he gets more playing time and more crucial minutes, will that translate? And tonight it translated. He made it happen.
When they can get all of them firing at the same time, they're gonna be able to score, I think.
I think so too.
But they got to get them going at the same time. I do worry a little bit. It's just part of being young. But when Kingston Scott got frustrated there late, he kind of fell off, and we didn't see much from him after that.
Yeah, and they got to take better care of the ball. They got to make better decisions. You're not a team that can just fling the ball out of bounds and live with that turnover. It's just that's you have to value every possession and make the most out of them, because you're going to need all of them. As many points as you get, it has to be very efficient play. And
I don't care if you're a sophomore or a senior. Nothing compares to the speed and the pace of the game at the varsity level. No matter what JV game, no matter what AAU. If you're at an extremely high level of AAU, obviously, or whatever. But like the varsity basketball game's pace is unmatched a lot of times. And as a young guy, you're thrown into that. It is tough. And you don't really know what you're to expect until you're kind of there in the whirlwind and everything's moving. And you're like, holy cow, I got to run. I got to do this.
Yep.
I got to also take care of the basketball and have a sophomore point guard. It's a challenge. But I do think he's going to do a good job as the season progresses.
It'll be a fun team to watch, because it's all new and everybody different at the positions. And so after a couple of years of pretty much knowing exactly what you had and all that, there is change here, and they're mixing it up and doing some things different, and a bunch of different guys are going to play because they have to.
Yeah, and all this new, all this difference, but we are finishing the night with the girls being 1-0 and the boys being 0-1, the exact same thing we did in 2024-25 last year.
Sure. Right.
We're in the exact same spot. Now, the thing looks a little different, sure, but we're in the exact same spot. This is a boys team that, went on to win 15 games and lose in the sub-state final. That crazy things could happen.
You never know.
You never know.
It's early in the season.
It was fun, though, Shane.
Yeah,
it was fun.
It's a good one.
It's always good to do it. We'll be back next week, next Tuesday here at home. Then a couple road games, and then we'll finish off before Christmas break back here at home with Collegiate Andale.
Did I read that I have a roadie to Pratt before the holiday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Saw that. Some things you just don't say out loud, right? I just
Not
try not to speak
wild about that. So, how far is that from here?
An hour and a half. Not terrible.
Not terrible.
Not terrible.
Not great.
Maybe I'll talk my wife into going with you.
I told my wife, I was like, "You're going with me to Pratt."
Yeah. She's I say my wife's listening right now, and she
already
said, "I'm
You're
sure
not going
she's
to
already."
Pratt?
Nope, that's not happening. We'll see. You never know. We can talk her into it by then. We got some time. Right? We got some time. All right. Well, for
you
Shane
won't
Farley,
be there, I know it.
that's very true. For Shane Farley, for Trevor Hernandez, who hung out with us, for all of our radio crew who helped produce this and make this happen, we appreciate you. Whether you're listening online, 11:30 a.m., 104.1 FM. If you're listening online, radio353.com or the Murphy Media app, or you're on YouTube, Facebook, Huddle TV, wherever you're at, we appreciate
we're like
you
9
as always.
places.
We appreciate you as always. It's been fun. So good night, everybody. We'll see you next week, and go Crusaders.
Good night.
Since 1957, Panhandle Federal